Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a nice little routine for you guys and we're going to get into that right now. So to do this routine, I can show all the cards as being different. There's no duplicates, there's nothing funny. And then all I have to do is, we can give it a little shuffle if you want. Not necessary, but of course you can. And then I give this to a spectator and I say deal the cards face up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. When you think that you get to the 4 of spades. So they do that. So 1, na, 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 na. And when they think that they're at the 4 of spades, they deal it face down. So they could have stopped at any of these other cards. And it doesn't look like it's the 4 of spades, but here's the moment of truth. If we go through the cards, there it is. The 4 of spades. So let's get into how you can do that for yourself. So to do this trick, there's a couple different options that I want to go over with you guys. The first is that you use an all-forcing deck. So if you have an all-forcing deck, you can do a variation of this routine. They would all be the same card. So you'd say just stop when you think that you get to that card. And they would deal it face down. That's the variation. They have to deal it face down. And when they think they get to it, it's face up. And then that's your routine. What I did was something that's called a fifth force. And this was inspired by a Murphy's Magic product, Polarity by Pablo Amira. It's not the same effect, but the premise is basically the same. I just went about it a little bit differently. So what you do is you show the faces of the cards, and you're memorizing the 6th card. You memorize the 6th card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th card would be this one. The 9 of diamonds, and you go through the rest of the pack. It can be shuffled at the beginning. They can shuffle it, they can cut it, they can give it another cut, and it really doesn't matter. You show it and you look for that 6th card, which in this case is the 6 of clubs. So we're going to remember the 6 of clubs, and here we go. It's the wording that's key. It's the way that I say it. So I say you're going to take the cards and you're going to deal down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop when you think that you get to the 6 of clubs. So in their mind they're thinking, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. So they're going to do that. And a lot of people, they don't want to see the card come up and know for sure that they're wrong. If it's towards the bottom, they're okay with that because they're flipping up, and then they put it face down and they don't see that they're wrong immediately. But if they flip it face up and they see that they're wrong, they're not going to like it. So this works a lot for me because the spectators are going to stop after 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and then they'll put one face down. Now that card's here. Or they will deal the 5th face up and then put this face down, and that card is here. I've never really had anybody keep flipping. I guess hypothetically it could happen, but you just kind of have to trust in yourself. Okay, so the 6 of clubs is our force card. That's in the 6th position. So what could happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They put it face down. You just go through whatever. Oh yeah, look, none of the 6 of clubs isn't here. You put this face up, flip it, and then you go through and there's the 6 of clubs. Or what could happen is they go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they put it face down. That's fine. Have them put the deck down here. And here's my little alteration. I said, okay, you stopped here. Perfect. That separates these cards that are face up from these cards that are face down. Go ahead and turn over the first face down card, and that's the 6 of clubs. So a lot of times, actually every time that I've performed it, they either go 1, 2, 3, 4 and go face down, or they go 5 and they go face down. So that gives me a little bit of flexibility. Now, it's called a fifth force, so technically it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason I don't do that is because I've had people who flip 5 cards. I started off doing that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 down. But then people would flip this face up and, oh, there goes the trick. So, 2 things you need to do. You need to remember this card. There's only 2 things to remember. Remember the 6th card, and remember how many cards that they deal face up. So you're counting in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they stop there, okay, perfect. That separates the face-up cards from the face-down cards. You can have them turn it over. If they flip this face up and deal this face down, you say perfect. And you can either have them turn that over, or you can do what I did in the performance and just go through the rest of these cards and put them on top. That builds a little bit of tension and a little bit of suspense, and then you go through and there's the 6. So, that's how it's done. Just some additional tips that I have. Have confidence. You have to have confidence. I found that if I believe that the trick is going to work, more often than not, it works. If I can relay that confidence to the spectator and that they're going to trust in me and do what I'm saying, subconsciously, they're looking to stop at that 5th card. As long as I have confidence and I'm not screwing it up. So have a focus and be very, very clear and very, very precise in your wording, and you can get that card. The other thing that you can do is you can do like a stop force. If you know how to do a stop force, that's another option. There's a ton of different ways that you can do this effect. This is not how he did it. The reason that I like this effect so much is because it's gimmickless. There's no gimmicks. There's no fancy preparations. If someone hands you a deck and says, hey, do a magic trick for me, I can say, okay, perfect. Here, shuffle the cards, and then we can go through and show that they're all different, and boom. I've already got the 4 of spades. I know that that's the 6th card. So practice it. The only thing that can make this effect work is that you actually do it. There's no sleights. There's nothing fancy. You just have to go out and have confidence and believe that the effect is going to work and try it on people. If you go out and try it, you will have much more success than if you don't. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like the video, comment below, and watch out because we're coming up on another contest giveaway. So be sure to watch out for that video when it comes out. Thank you guys.